7 years I've waited for this. What you're going to hear will change your world. I'm not a man of just words. I'm not a man judging anything from my couch whilst reacting to something on the news. I'm a man who backs up his words and stands proud among the world, head high, and shares. I secretly left the UK in search of the truth, and I found it. Now the truth can be yours. Here is an audio snippet. The book's already in the store. Media conclusion. When we judge based on hearsay, we only end up harming ourselves. Human beings were given the capability of free will and the ability to think for ourselves. When we allow a box or paper to dictate what is truth and how we should think and feel, we have no power of our own, especially knowing if we misuse our free will and judge another for what we have no proof to base any judgments upon, it's all just hearsay. None of us truly knows why the media chooses this kind of news to spread the most. Yes, we can speculate, and that's all it is. Let's put them aside and ask ourselves a question. How do we know it's true? When did we decide to stop listening to our own hearts? We all know hate does not feel nice, especially when it's directed at ourselves. So why do we feel we have the right to do it to others when we don't even like it ourselves? Now, I defend no one, yet any hate or support reflected at media or governments does not make us any better than them. My message is not about who's to blame. It's about time we evolved as a human species. When we take responsibility for us, the media has two choices: evolve or go out of business. Nobody cares about misinformation anymore. It does not work. It's easy to cast blame on who's right or wrong, but lest we forget, it starts with us first. Blame doesn't change anything. Our actions do, not words. All these words come from someone who backed up with his actions and found out the truth. Before we judge, make sure we know the facts from fiction. If we are unsure, then do nothing. It's not worth supporting. If we say we want peace one day and the next we support hate upon others, we destroy any chance of peace if we support a contradiction to the meaning of peace. We need to be clear. If we want peace, then our only focus should be placed on loving each other and supporting each other, and nothing that says any different. We can't blame the media. Doing so says we are not responsible. When it's us who listens, watches, followed by supporting. So yes, we are responsible. By taking personal responsibility for our own actions creates the world we truly desire to live. I hope this can help all look at things from a different angle, a new point of view, instead of one that's pushed into our ideas constantly with media. We can think for ourselves. My country's government are big on telling us to be independent and take responsibility, yet don't take responsibility themselves. They allow the media to do this freely. How ironic. They shift parties around, claiming after a new party is in the house, it's not their responsibility. Bullshit. The government is a one body, regardless who's in the house. Man up. Why I remained as Master Mataz's, I was in no place to write the story. Master Mataz's ego was not one for the job. I don't write about every part of the story. Some things remain private, and the message in this book is what really matters. I held an important story that I experienced. Infinite intelligence gave me the option to discover. Now to put the mystery to bed, it's a message of hope, love and peace, a time to wake up. We have to decide who's running our lives, us or the media. Isis, an extreme misuse of the divine feminine name. What was the meaning of Isis? It has nothing to do with Muslims, not even extremists. It's a misused meaning that's silently suppressing the meaning of woman. a psychological misuse of expression. Isis is the name of the divine feminine goddess of love. Nothing to do with Muslims. By using this name, it's also an attack upon the female species by psychological methods. We have seen the burning of witches and suppression of the female power for centuries. The female gender has been held down and placed second class among men. Isis, name being used, is no different in the meaning of burning witches. It's mental torture, demonstrated and associated with hate, that's projected, hidden on a mental level at women. Enough is enough. Women have as much right as any man on this earth. Time to evolve as a human species. If we, the Western world, claim we did not create this meaning on Muslims and women, then we should relook at this subject, also in a new light, because this by far does not support the meaning nor benefit women as a whole. Women are our mothers, daughters, sisters, aunts, grandmas, girlfriends, wives and lovers. When we suppress the meaning of woman, that includes them all. Without them, life is over. In turn, we destroy us men, our families. Was Isis' misuse of name a deliberate one? Yet again, we don't know. So let's not speculate. Instead, change it. It's not right.